Carl Jung once gave a striking warning. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Today, are you ready to discover who actually holds the strings of what you call fate? We are about to embark on a journey of individuation, a path that stretches from our social masks, persona, to our deepest darkness, the shadow. We will analyze the startling parallels between Jung's concept of the self and the fourth gate of Sufism, Nafs-i Mutmainne, the tranquil soul. But we won't stop there. We will uncover how Rumi's call to die before you die represents a final surrender at the seventh gate, far beyond where Jung's map ends. By the end of this video, you will discover the fine line between becoming whole and becoming naught. For Jung, the mind is not just a warehouse of suppressed memories. It is a dynamic field of energy. He divides the psyche into hierarchical layers. At the top sits the ego, the narrow space you call I. Beneath it lies the personal unconscious, the home of complexes you've experienced but haven't yet faced. However, Jung's true revolution is the deepest layer, the collective unconscious. This is the center of archetypes, the universal symbols and primordial dreams shared across millennia. According to Jung, modern misery stems from the ego being severed from this vast ocean. Today, we are here to stitch that connection back together. Let's take a brief pause here. How tight is your jaw right now? How high are your shoulders toward your ears? Ask yourself, how heavy is this mask, persona I wear so that others see me as successful, calm, or strong? If you felt a sudden tension, congratulations. You've just caught the allostatic load that your false persona has placed on your nervous system. This awareness is the first surgical incision to meet the true self beneath the mask. Your body does not lie. It is a megaphone shouting the truths your mind refuses to speak. If you enjoy these deep dives and believe they bring light to your own journey, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to support us. This allows us to stay afloat and keep producing. Now, are you ready to go deeper? In today's world, Jim Rohn's teachings on discipline and habits follow millions. Rohn famously said, "You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." This is a brilliant strategy for external architecture. Change your environment and your life changes. But Jung steps in with a haunting question. Is it your conscious mind choosing those 5 people? Or is it your suppressed shadow? Jim Rohn tells you how to change. Jung shows you why you haven't been able to. Changing the 5 people around you is a method, but unless you balance the 5 archetypes within, shadow, persona, anima/animus, even Rohn's discipline will eventually stall. Jim Rohn builds the house. Jung analyzes the geology of the soil beneath it. If the foundation is shaky, discipline becomes just another burden. Jung's process of individuation is the art of reaching your unique and authentic center, the self. Yet this path has only one gate, and that gate is dark, the shadow. The shadow consists of all the parts of ourselves we refuse to accept. Jung famously said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." When you reject your shadow, it appears in your life as an enemy or a panic attack. But when you shake hands with it, it becomes your greatest source of creativity and wisdom. This is the most profound intersection of East and West. The psychological peak Jung defines as the self aligns perfectly with the 4th stage of the Nafs in Sufism, Nafs-i Mutmainne, the soul at peace. This is the place where opposites are balanced and the individual becomes whole. However, Rumi's radical call to die before you die lies even beyond this wholeness. In the 7th gate of Sufism, Nafs-i Mutmainne, the purified soul, there is no longer even an ego left to balance. While Jung brings us to the tranquil harbor of the 4th gate, Rumi invites us out of the harbor and into the ocean itself, to the station of Fena, annihilation, where the self is completely surrendered. Jung says, find yourself, while Rumi says, lose yourself. How do we bring this theory into our lives? Let's apply Jung's three-stage prescription to reach that fourth gate. Stage 1. Writing your personal myth, the construction of meaning. Think of the greatest breaking point in your past. Stop seeing it as mere misfortune. Rename it as the necessary crisis required for the hero, you, to transform. Give that dark chapter a title today. The moment you realize your life is not a coincidence but a story, the noise in your nervous system gives way to a profound acceptance. Stage 2. Carrying the tension of opposites, the tightrope walker's pole. Imagine a tightrope walker. Why do they carry that long pole? To balance the weight on the left and the right. When a conflict arises within you, say anger flares up, do not suppress it, but do not vent it blindly either. Simply stand in the middle of that tension, like an archer drawing a bow. The moment you can hold that tension, the lock to Mutmainne opens. Stage 3. Reading Synchronicity, cosmic trust. Starting tomorrow morning, focus on meaningful coincidences. That song on the radio while you're looking for an answer. Or an old friend appearing just as you're about to give up. Are these just accidents? Or are they all is well signals sent by the universe to your nervous system? Understanding that you don't have to control everything is the greatest antidote to allostatic load.
Ultimately, Jung tells us not to be perfect, but to be honest and whole. Jung's map leaves us at the peaceful shores of the fourth gate. Rumi sends us off from there into the infinite. When you stop suppressing the chaos within and begin to understand it, the chronic alarm in your nervous system is replaced by a deep silence. Do not fear your own darkness. Shake hands with it. For light only gains meaning when it passes through the dark. Anatomy of Self. Because you cannot manage what you do not understand.